Hey folks, Curtis here. I'm going to do this study. Everybody's not going to understand where I'm coming from because I've watched a couple of videos, but I'm going to talk about social behaviors, way we should act in social gatherings. Like if I go to Walmart, the word is, some big words are thrown around about the reciprocal. You know, I say, hey, how are you doing? And you smile back and say, fine. If I say, how is it going? It doesn't mean I really want to know what you just went through. Please move on. Uh, you get the point. You don't want to know how my day was when I got stuck because I'm going to be here a long time. That's not what I ask you. I'm just being nice to you. Okay. I listened to tapes and I want to kind of get with all this social media stuff. You know, hey, I'm bringing you a live video. Everything is just fine. Curtis is all good. I want y'all to know that that's a lie. That ain't the way the day went. Maybe today's good, but a couple days later, I want you to know I'm struggling. But I was watching a podcast or whatever, and they were talking about back in the day, like in England, they put their wigs on, and it was socially acceptable. You would go, and when you got out at the work environment, you entertain people, you crack people up. In other words, you kind of put a mask on. Yeah, do you know what a mask is? And I act like everything's just fine. I'm all funny, and I'm all bubbly, and I'm all happy, and I'm drinking beer, and I'm having fun, and life's great. And then when you go home, you take your mask off, you take your hat off, and you say, hey, honey, I'm home. Man, it was a bitch at work today. Or I had this struggle, and I had to face that problem. But when you got home, hopefully you had that little lady or that man that understood you, and you could be you then. You could be you. How about that? Well, let's flash forward a couple hundred years, and we got all this social media, and you're watching all these celebrities, and look at my farm, and look at the thing that I'm doing, and I've reached fame and fortune. And the Olympic gold medalist went out, and he's achieving, and when they reached their goal, what's next? Well, damn, I just won the gold medal in swimming. Now what? I've been striving for that all my life. That's what I was told to strive for. Now what? I don't have anything else to shoot for. I can't think of the actor's name right now, but he was always funny, because that's what people wanted to see. I'm going to make you laugh, make you happy, make you laugh. And then toward the end of his career, he realized that he's wearing a mask. Actually, he did the movie, Jim Carrey. He did the mask. He says, you're actually wearing a mask. My whole thing about an entertainer is to make everybody else laugh. And finally, I came down to the life and realized, hell, I don't know who I am. Pretty serious stuff. All of a sudden, you're facing, who am I really? And I can't go be me. If I'm me, everybody doesn't approve of me. I don't care. Where's the real me? Where's the real Curtis? Where's the real you? Can I go in public and state my case? Like it or not? Am I going to be me? Do I care about certain things? Maybe not. Do you be yourself? Now, it's very important that we, just not be rude, crude, Jude, prude, or whatever to everybody. I may have a very strong opinion about this, and you may have yours, but there's some opinions out there that we don't know where we got our opinions from, and it don't make no dadgum sense to me how we got that far away. And I can explain to you that the school system had a lot to do with that. Took the Bible out of blah, blah, blah. That's my side. Took the Bible out. School system got messed up. Now the college is messed up. And now them college folks are over here in the HR department messing with your corporation and your military. And it's a weakening because it's not truth. Okay. Stuff happened to your food. Stuff happened to your housing. Who are we? How did we get here? I don't know. I'm just trying to make a living. And I'm just trying to survive. I was just tired of being alone. And I just did whatever I thought I needed to do at the point. But where am I? At 60 years old, where are you? At 30 years old, you may be asking this, where do you want to go? And what's your why? Why are you here? Why are we all here? Look at this mess. How can we fix it? I can't do it alone. Pick something that you want. You want to feed the hungry? Go feed the hungry. You want to help people under a bridge? Go do it. But you can go feed them, but if you don't give them their why, they're not going to come out from underneath the bridge. If your children haven't grown up yet and they're 50 and 60 years old, feeding them ain't going to give them a why. They need their own why. They need to fight for themselves and learn to fight with others on a team. We can change America, but we're not going to do it alone, and we can't do it divided. And then, oh my God, if I get into the religious Christianity part, there's so much division and fight there. Folks, I didn't plan to go there, but we can't stand together and even do something we know we should do. So, if you're dealing with this situation where you're trying to figure out your why, and you're trying to say, what's my next step? You know, deep reflection helps. Having somebody you can talk to that's like-minded is very important. But trying to live this big social mask and look like you don't have no problems is actually hurting us, because everybody's saying, well, I'm glad I'm not old CJ. My life is good, and maybe yours is. That's great. I'm glad. But everybody's not sitting there drinking Mai Tais and traveling the world. A lot of folks in our world are struggling paycheck to paycheck, job to job. So has social media, has the TV saying that, oh, this is all great. When you ask somebody, how are you doing? Well, I'm fine. Nah, you ain't fine. But you won't take your mask off either. And the only way you're going to get help is to help each other. Now, if you like wearing and getting the attention from all your problems and troubles, and you're not willing to fight, then you like the approval you get from your problem. In other words, you like all the attention you get because you got the problem. My goal is not to say I got problems and I need attention and I need y'all's help. I want support. But if I'm going to get out of this mud hole or this swamp, I'm going to have to walk out. Y'all throw me a rope. Y'all give me some support. Don't criticize me and don't call me stupid. But I'm walking out of this swamp or this place. But you got to have close friends. But if you got a mask on and you say there's nothing wrong with me and I'm doing just fine and I don't need to improve that yet going to come. Down the road, stuff you've been eating, smoking, it's going to have a consequence. I'm a 60-year-old and I'm the pot calling the kettle black. It will affect you, but your mind ain't on it. So I hope that helps. When do you wear the mask? When do you share your deepest emotional things? Not always in public, not with everybody that calls you friend. You need close people. So I'm encouraging you to find some people that are close, that understand you, that are helping you and won't judge you. But if you're wearing a mask, know thyself and be willing to take it off at Walmart and say, this is the real me. I might look good, but there's things about me that they ain't good. There's things about me falling apart that I don't know if I'll ever get them fixed. But my heart, I hope my heart's right, and I hope my heart is to help others, serve, to do what I can, and not get involved in every time you need a help. If you can help yourself, do what you can. Bear your own burden, okay? But if you're wearing a mask, may God reveal what your mask is. Be you, because you're probably a pretty good person once you take your mask off. Once you become vulnerable, and I'm not saying post everything on Facebook about, I'm kind of being vulnerable, but the thing is, I'll get judged being too vulnerable. Yeah, it's pretty deep. Oh, well, look at this, and now you got a little group of people, and you're nothing but a bunch of complainers. And there's action you can take. People reached out to you, try this, try that. No, I just want to be in the complain group. You want to be in the growth group. You want to be in the get the hell out of it group. Get around people that'll kick you in your butt but love you while you're doing it, okay? Don't stay stuck. Let's get out of our mud holes. And be gentle, yes, and just listen. But don't stay stuck. Amen? Have fun.